Welcome to the No Chill podcast, where facts get thrown out the door and no topic is too wild to get flamed.
I need you to chill.
Whether it's game-winning shots, blockbuster flops, or celebrity meltdowns,
oh, come on!
I'm calling it exactly how I see it. I've got no filter, no apologies, and definitely no chill. Let's get reckless. All right, welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed your week, and you know what? I've got some things to talk about because obviously this week did not disappoint. So let's get into it. First time is funny. Second time, now you're starting a trend. But a third, and now recently a fourth time, we have a problem. As yet another lime green dildo has made its way onto the WNBA court. This time hitting Sophie Cunningham's feet, who just days earlier begged everyone to please stop throwing dildos on the court. You're going to hurt one of us. Which, if we're bringing up things that could hurt WNBA, I think you should probably change this slogan. Just saying. You all mean to tell me you spent good money on tickets only to sneak in a sex toy to attempt to distract players for some reason? I just don't get it. And they're all green for some reason, except for the one recently that just popped up. I believe it was purple. Why the green dildos? I don't understand. Are you buying these in bulk on Amazon? Is it cheaper deal or something? Now, you all know Sophie was about to go to war over Caitlin Clark. Just think what'll happen when this black belt is let off the loose one time when you actually hit her with a sex toy. Trust me, it's not gonna look pretty. Shout out to the professional that Kelsey Plum is, though, as she just kicked the thing off the court and acted like it didn't happen. Look, it was funny at first, but now these things are just getting out of hand. I think eventually attending a WNBA game is going to come with a pat down, which I don't think any of us really want. But you know what? In my opinion, a way to ease off of this dildos being thrown on the court, WNBA ladies, you got to play up to it. You got to do something to where it's not funny anymore. That way, you know what? It's not cool. So no one is going to attempt to do it anymore. The sooner you guys start picking up on this thing and just making fun in light of the whole situation, I doubt people will be interested in trying to do it anymore. Or you know what? Someone get these ladies a marketing scheme for this. Because honestly, either make money off of it or start the pat downs, because this is not going to go away easy. Look, respect the game, respect these players, but keep all your paraphernalia off the hardwood. Ooh, poor choice of wording. Right, the king of media is getting dethroned as the rumor mills are turning as Howard Stern's 5-year, $500 million contract with SiriusXM is about to clock out. And word on the network is that they don't plan to renew him either. Probably just keep the old episodes in rotation like usual, like a sad, dusty old jukebox that you got in some bar somewhere. As Howard stormed back from his summer hiatus, hopping on air, teasing fans with the news, and then after all that, basically whispering, yep, I'm still here, or at least until Labor Day. You know, as Howard clutches onto the airwaves like a teenager trying to stay up all night with their friends on the phone, but you can't blame him at all because this is all he knows. I mean, look, he's been flogged with FCC fines, cable fights, and with his so edgy it hurt jokes. You know, quitting right now is just like throwing away a half-eaten pizza. There's no point in doing that. Now look, before we all break down and write Stern's tribute, let's remember, he's not saying farewell just yet. He's just giving us that old bait and switch he perfected years ago in the 90s. So everyone stop, calm down, stop the sobbing. I'm telling you, he'll be back on the airwaves in no time. All right, is it me, or is there just too many streaming services? If it's just me, you know what? I will shut up about it. But I'm about to get on my old man shit right here. But it is just maddening to me that every single time you're set to watch a show, you're just bombarded with password sharing bans, price hikes, and the wormhole you actually have to go through to just to cancel one subscription. 62% of Americans think that we have way too many streaming options available. And 65% of us can't even find shows that we want to watch because they're scattered across 4 or 5 different services that, you know what, we don't even use. Look, the average person rotates between just 2 streaming services at the most, while we're paying $40 to $55 a month for others we don't use. Every content provider has its own streaming service, which is starting to become a nightmare to manage and navigate at the same time. Why should I subscribe to another streaming service just to see how the end of one series turns out? Hell, each year we spend over 110 hours just deciding what we want to watch. That's almost 5 days of endless scrolling. You remember when Netflix was king and that was it? Now we're collecting streaming service like their Pokemon cards. And the password sharing bans. Like, God forbid we can't help out a friend and enjoy a show that we're interested in with them that we just want to show them. Plus, you can't even binge watch in peace with the extra fees for premium and ads being stuffed in our face with the basic plans. Living in 2025 has turned streaming into a chore where everything is overpriced and overwhelming. Just give me the single service that I need so I can just binge watch what I want. Your boy Diddy is not yet ready to ride off into the sunset given his legal troubles, as he is planning a comeback performance at Madison Square Gardens. Once he's out of jail. Per his lawyer's words, Diddy is not yet ready to leave the stage alone, and there is no new album. It's just Diddy, the Redemption Tour, featuring probably accountability. But anyway, there's only one former collaborator that has come out to say that they would like to work with him again, which, is fair, given that this man's contacts are fewer than the tweets actually defending this dude's behavior. Also, how are you going to skip jail? Like, that's just not going to happen. Look, you just got denied bail this past week with your sentencing set for October. Look, the business side of Diddy might still cash some checks, but the artist celebrity status, those seats are gone, brother. I'm sorry. Now, could he sell out Madison Square Garden? Maybe. But I don't think anyone is willing to forgive this man's past while he's up on stage saying bad boy for life. Look, Diddy, let's see how jail goes first for you before you think about an encore. Okay? Is that fair? All right, the latest trend to hit my timeline from Gen Z, of course, started out in China, but now has migrated over here to the US as people have turned adult-sized pacifiers into sleeping aids, stress relievers in the workplace, fight off anxiety, burning out, or oral fixation. What? The psychology behind all of this is that when life gets too overwhelming, people can use this to revert back to a time when they felt safe, i.e. your childhood. But don't mistake this as a long-term fix, as it's literally just a distraction tool used to relieve temporary stress from you. But you know what? Not everyone is willing to run out and try this new trend, as dentists are warning you that prolonged use can lead to misaligning your teeth, straining your jaw, and even can cause a risk of suffocation if you choose to sleep with this at night. Dude, look, I get it. Adulting is basically a full-time job between rent, Zoom calls, and trying to keep up with what is going on at home and in your social circle. But listen here, if I see a grown person sucking on a pacifier, you are no longer an adult. I'm not taking you serious. I don't give two shits if you had a stressful day. Grow up. You had a bad day? Well, go home, drink, and yell at your family like normal people do. If you're over the age of 3 and you're sucking on a pacifier, you better be rolling on ecstasy, or otherwise I'm calling you a pervert. If you have a regular office job like a normal 9 to 5 and you tell me that sucking on a pacifier helps you get through your day, there's no way in hell I can take you serious. Nothing screams more of like I peaked in childhood, quite like chewing on a binky during your 9 a.m. Zoom call. What's next? And finally, it seems that Chuck E. Cheese has become the new spot for your go-to nonsense. Matter of fact, I can't even believe they're still around too at that. At first we had criminals hiding out in your mouse costumes, and now your Snow Day arcade game has just become a prison, as one customer took hands-on gaming to a new level as they got themselves stuck inside the clear cylinder at the Snow Day game, arm in place where no arm was really supposed to go. The firefighter showed up 20 minutes later after crowds of kids and onlookers took pictures and videos that got posted to the Citizen app. It also took them 20 minutes to get this young lady out, which just adds to the embarrassment of everyone looking at you like, what the hell happened? And you know what? After she got out, you would think she would just pack it all up and head home, but nope. She stayed and continued to play games with her family. I would have left immediately. Like we all just didn't see what happened, and you're still here? Alright. No, only at Chuck E. Cheese does play until you're free becomes a literal rule. You know what? Next time you're thinking about bending the rules at an arcade game, remember, we do have a fire crew on speed dial, and there's also a helmet in the back for you. Chuck E. Cheese new slogan, where chaos is just a part of the party. All right, that's going to do it for another week of me here at No Chill. Don't worry, I'll be keeping my eye out for all the ridiculous things that's going on right now. And while I'm doing that, you guys should check out the Motor City Metrics podcast. They also have a YouTube page as well, too, as well as the Tigers Minor League Report for all of your Tigers and baseball needs. My guy Rogelio and crew, they know their stuff. Give them a listen, give them a view. If you are a huge baseball fan or if you just love the Tigers, trust me, they have everything that you need. They are experts in the game. But until next week, like I always say, everybody just take care of each other.